Howdy everyone, it's Tizzy and it's time for another Lioden tutorial. Say goodbye to the sad images of poached animals and hello to a month of fluffy bunnies. It would be more cute if this event wasn't about killing them. Yeah, April is rabbit hunting season. That's a stupid joke. That's a really bad joke. There's a lot to get into here, so let's talk about the basics of this event, money-making items from the shops, and everything you'd need to know about this event. There's also the mysterious Winnet storyline, which I'll gloss over a little bit, but I won't spoil anything of the storyline. Instead, I'll be talking more about the quests and such. If you want to read through the story, I'll have the storyline wiki in the description for you to run through. Also, I do want to mention that I'm sorry if this is going to be a lot more echoey than usual. I'll try to figure out if I can learn how to edit that out. But I'm not at my house, so I don't have my normal place to record. Which, I mean, to be fair, my normal place to record is my car. But I can't be there right now for reasons. Anyways, with all that being said, let's get into the rabbit hunting event. As always, we'll start with the bare bones here. This month's event currency is Easter eggs or EE. There's also the secondary event currency of hair points or HP. Easter eggs can be used in the bunny shop, while hair points can be used in Wennet's shop. Wennet is the quest-giving NPC of April. September has the Harbinger, January has the Haru, and April has a lioness in a rabbit mask named Wennet. She is also linked to a little storyline, but the only thing I'll cover here is her quests. While Easter eggs can be found in Explorer like normal event currency, hair points you can only earn from Wennet. You earn +2 hair points after completing a quest. You can also earn hair points by going through the storyline, of course. Anyways, moving on to more basics, there are 2 community bars. The first is fueled by fluff ball points, while the second is fueled by Easter eggs. Let's focus on the fluff ball points, I'll talk about the Easter eggs later. You can earn fluff ball points in Explorer by hunting or catching rabbits. The tier will, of course, upgrade the bunny shop, but something special unlocks when tier 3 is hit. When tier 3 of the bunny shop is reached, the bunny tunnels will also unlock. Here you can send out your adolescent females on a little expedition. After 60 minutes, they'll return with some experience and stats. You can send as many adolescents as you want in a day, but only one at a time, and a single adolescent can only go out once a day. The calculation is the adolescence level times 20 to 30. The stats range from 2 to 5, being dispersed between random categories minus the skill category. Moving back over to the Easter egg bar, the Easter egg community bar unlocks the egg den. Tier 1 of the bar will unlock the ostrich chicks. This feature allows you to send out your leader to gain some experience. The calculation here is your king's level times 40 to 50. You can only do this once a day, but it's pretty damn handy. When tier 2 unlocks, NCLs will be able to have special month exclusive markings and eye colors. Remember, these markings will later be available to apply in November through Piety, but the eye colors are only available through breeding to these NCLs. Personally, my favorite here is the quail flex. Seriously, they're so good. Finally, the 3rd tier unlocks the primordial spring. Now this is fun. When unlocked, you'll be able to either age or de-age your king by 2 years. This can only be done once per king. The only way you could do this twice in the same month is by retiring your king. You obviously can't age your king to be less than 2. That should be obvious, but I'll state that bluntly for the curious. Time to head to the shops and see the profitable items. In the bunny shop, the best item you can buy is the egg yolk, available in the 3rd tier. Egg yolks, when eaten, will give your lion a stat boost between 0 to 15 in any of the stat categories, which I'm realizing now means you can gain absolutely nothing from eating this. I am not claiming that energy. And I will also add that after I wrote that down in the script, I gave my king an egg yolk and got absolutely no stat boost, so I accidentally jinxed myself. Anyways, let's now talk about Wennet's shop. The best item here is the roasted lamb, not to be confused with the roasted vulture. That's half the price of the roasted lamb. If you watched my February video, you'd know that the roasted lamb is an item that will double you the energy you gain in 8 hours, going from 10% every 15 minutes to 20% every 15 minutes, so long as your king isn't hungry. This is an item I use every day in Explore heavy months like February, September, and October. They're useful if you plan on doing a heavy grind one month, and they sell for a good chunk of change. This is something I'm going to have to spoil about Wennet. If you don't want to hear it, jump to this timestamp. We good? They gone? Alright, here's one of my favorite parts about April. At the end of the Wennet storyline, you get to claim either Wennet or one of her cousins. You can only claim one of them, and you can only do this once a year. Wennet will look the same every time. Here are her genetics. As for her cousins, this is the fun part. Wennet's cousins are first-gen lionesses that can have a lot of special markings, eyes, mane colors, and most importantly, bases. The bases can range from normal bases like Tequila, over to rare bases like Ebony, or even combo bases like Madagascar. Now look, if you like win it, go for win it, but I will always try my hand at claiming a cousin. Getting the chance at a first gen combo base is always going to be win it out. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to say this, but remember to take the mask off from time to time. There are a couple important encounters that you can only get if you have the mask on or off. If you're not finding the lamb carcass encounter, take the mask off. If you're trying to complete the Fluffball agenda quest, put the mask on. Those are encounters that you can only find if you have the mask on or off, and they're very important to completing when it's quests. So remember to do that, I guess. To end this video, I'll leave you guys with a few tips. For one, keep your hands on lamb carcasses. Don't sell or eat them. One of the possible quests is to give Wennet 2 lamb carcasses. These can be found in Explore, but it can be very frustrating not being able to find any. And if you have feed all, play all, I recommend adding lamb carcasses to the exclusion list, so you don't accidentally feed them. You can do this by scrolling to the bottom of your den and clicking account settings. You'll find a tab that says feed all, play all exclusions. Just type in lamb carcasses and add it. Might as well add in egg yolks too while you're in there. Speaking of egg yolks, remember that they are a food item like any other. This means that they can, unfortunately, rot real quick. If you want to make the most profit, I recommend checking out some people with freezer accounts. Some people have accounts they don't roll over where you can send lions so they don't die. I usually do this for my groupies. I'll link a freezer account that I use that I trust deeply in the description if you're interested in freezing your egg yolks. Not sponsored. If you don't want to do that, then I recommend waiting until the last day of the event to buy your egg yolks so they last as long as possible. And that's all there is to April. After such an emotionally exhausting event as March, it's nice to have a more lighthearted and silly event. I mean, you are literally a lion role-playing as a rabbit. I hope you guys are having a good time with the Bush and Fundundu adventure if you guys are also still completing that. Not to do another plug, but if you need it, I would love it if you guys checked out my tutorial on the Bush of Fundundu. It's my longest video yet since I've covered the whole storyline beat by beat, so I'd really appreciate some feedback on it. Anyways, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one.